Hi, welcome back to Bad Different. This is Chandra coming to you once again. So, last week I brought you information on makeup, and I thought this week we'll keep it going. We just keep the trend going, and we'll talk about skincare. So, for a lot of people, or for some people, or people who are young or whatever, they find I think the older you get, you mature and your skin mature, you find that you start doing different regimes and different things. And when it comes to having makeup and flawless makeup look, there is one key thing that you have to have is a good skincare regime. That doesn't mean that your skin is perfect by any means. That means that you care for it as much as you can in order to have the closest to perfection skin that you can have. Now, that doesn't mean that you don't have breakouts. That doesn't mean that you don't have marked scars or difference. That doesn't mean that you don't have something that makes you unique and you different that you have to care for. It just means that you have a regime. Now, there are 5 steps that I've come up with. Well, I didn't come up with anything. This is not new. That will help you in creating a healthy skincare regime. And I'm going to bring those to you today. So the first thing of any skincare regime, I think, is how to remove makeup. There's 2 methods that I use. And the first method is the wipes. And this is primarily the one that I use. So I use wipes. This example of one that I use. I take them, I wipe the makeup off. Sometimes I have to use more than one depending on how much makeup I have just to get everything out. And then if I ran out of wipes, because that happens time to time, if you don't have a backup to your backup, then you'll run out. Then sometimes I'll use a light oil. Grapeseed oil is a good example of oil that I use. So I'll put these down in the description bar of the items that I use and recommend, and how to purchase them if I can. That particular grapeseed oil I got from Whole Foods, and that works well. It's very light on your skin. It doesn't clog up your pores. Actually, really, in the winter, it's really something I add to my lotion in order to increase the longevity of the moisture. So it's something I recommend. So you put a little bit on your face, and then you let it sit for a second, and then you take a washcloth and wipe it away. So that's just that is something that I can recommend. A lot of people use coconut oil. Some people may use shea butter. All those things will work well. I think shea butter is too oily for me, but for other people, they like it. It works well. Do whatever works well for your skin type or you. So after I take off the makeup, the second part of that removal process or cleansing process is the cleanser. So I use sometimes I go between a couple of different things depending on my need. But what I've been using recently that I went back to and I forgot how awesome it was, and I went back to it. And let me tell you, this thing is hard to find. Is some people call it Ambi, whatever you refer to it. Forgive me if I'm mispronouncing it, but their complexion cleansing bar. This thing smells so good, but it is so good at helping to reduce the hyperpigmentation in your skin. Also helps to even your skin out. It's done well for cleansing my skin. It's something that I've used for years. I stopped using it and tried some other stuff in between and just found like it wasn't what I was used to. I just went back to it. So, and it's affordable. That bar costs $2. So, I mean, and it's going to last for at least 6 months, if not more. So, it's definitely worth the investment. So, it's not even an investment. It's $2. You spend $2 on dumb stuff every day. Another one of the things, and like I said, I use different skincare. but I'm using these currently and I find they work well. This one is the Kiehl's, I can't say it, Calendula Deep Cleansing Foaming Wash. Right, this is a foaming wash and it really cleans the skin. I got this from one of my good friends. Well, actually, I got this from my sister, but the recommendation of the product was from my sister's friend Heidi, and she recommended to us because, well, me in particular, because I'm oily, so I like to have stuff that will help cleanse my skin, but not over dry it, but help to reduce some of the oiliness. Because this right here, like, you see that shine? It's real. It's real. It's real. So after I wash my face and I do the soap thing and I rinse it off, wipe it away, rinse off and wipe it away, I usually follow it up with a scrub. I do this not as frequently, but I typically do it maybe 3 to 4 times a week, depending on how much makeup I've been wearing. What I'm currently using, and which has been my go-to, has been this Biore Charcoal Pore Minimizer. It's been really good for reducing the size of my pores and helping to cleanse it out so I don't get back up. I know that I haven't used it in the last week, and now I have breakouts. So guess who's going to be using it tonight? This one right here. Yes, you're smart. You're really smart. I find that it's a light, gentle scrub, so it exfoliates really nicely without feeling as though it took like a whole layer of skin off. Some people like that. I noticed that if you're dry skinned or have drier skin, then you find that taking another layer off makes you feel more hydrated. That's not my preference, but I know there's some people that have that preference because they're dry and they like their skin to look as hydrated as possible. And getting to that point is definitely wipe away the dead skin. And I recommend that if you're dry skin, that's a routine that my sister, who's dry skin, she uses. But I'm not dry skin. I'm usually normal to combination. Well, I'm definitely normal combination skin. So and typically on the oily side of things. I can't talk today. Oh, okay. Yes. So after I do the scrub and I've washed my face clean, I'm going to my room to do the last bit. I come in my room and then I get my toner. My toner, yes, that I'm currently using is called Thayer's Witch Hazel with Lavender. This one is a very, I would say, it has purified water, aloe, lavender, and it also has an extract for certified organic witch hazel, and pretty much everything in here naturally occurs in the environment. Like, they didn't have to go and chemically create it. So I really like this guy. Always when I use it, always makes my skin. Why can't I talk? Okay, let's try this again. So I like it because every time that I use it, it really makes my skin feel hydrated. But it also makes it feel as though it's getting the dirt out. So when I go and apply my moisturizer or my oil, depending on the time of day, it really feels like it's getting in there without clogging up my pores. So I typically do that every day. After I wash my face, I typically do that every day. So that is a preference of mine. I recommend it because it really gets it clean. But it's just like I said, this is a suggestion. This is a suggestion, not the Bible. Like, do what works best for you. And I'm just telling you what has worked well for me and has helped me to have good skin care. So then when I put on my makeup or I decide to go fresh face, I could do either one and feel confident in it. When I don't go to work without makeup, I don't feel like I'm less prettier. But when I do wear makeup, people know that I take good care of my skin. It's not to cover up the imperfections. So that's just something I have personally with who I am. That doesn't mean that you have to be like me. So actually, I love it that you don't have to be like me. We all come together, we make something really great. So this is just my suggestion. If it works for you, great. So after I put on the toner or use the toner, the last thing I would do is use a moisturizer or oil. Now in the evening, I tend to use this Kiehl's Hydro-plumping Re-texturizing Serum Concentrate. I find that when I use this in the evening, it doesn't, it helps to, it might be oily going on because it's a serum. So it comes out a little bit. I don't know if you can tell. Let's see. So it comes out a little serum-like. I don't know if you can tell. Yeah, so it comes out a little serum-like. I don't want to lose that. And I just put it on in these areas, the sides, and then I go to bed. And sometimes I put this on, sometimes I don't, but normally I don't if I use that because it's hydrating enough. In the morning, when I wash my face and I do the same regime, I use this. This is Caudalie. Caudalie. I don't know how to say it. I'm not French. Yeah. And most Americans are really bad at speaking other languages. That's a whole nother conversation. I use this and I find that, and I went to Sephora to get this, and I find that it works really well for hydrating my face without overstimulating the oil. So when I use this in the morning, it really helps to keep me matte. I don't put it in the zone though. That's because I'm very particular about this zone. So this zone right here is very oily. So I don't like to add too much products to the zone because I'm already going to put makeup on, and that's going to prevent the pores from opening. So I'm not going to put that on every day. But I do like this because it's light, it feels good on my skin, and gets it done. Sorry. People are sending messages. Well, anyway, guys, I try to come to you a little bit faster. I hate that I was talking so fast, but I didn't want to be a long video about 5 things that I suggested, or 5 ways on working on your skincare. So anyway, it just want to bring to you how I do my regime. Now if you want to actually see me doing it, I'd be more than happy to do that. Just let me know. To my subscribers, let me know. And to those who are just coming across my videos, please let me know. Hey, thank you for looking at my videos. Please share them. Please subscribe. I know some of y'all find me very boring. I get it. I don't care. I'm still going to do it anyway. And as my boy Mandy say, if you don't watch me, then you know what to do. Anyway, y'all have a good day. I love y'all. Continue to be beautifully, artistically designed like God made you. Everybody's different. Nobody's the same. And we need to embrace it and love it. Alright, I'll talk to you on Thursday. Oh, hold on. Did I like that one? Alright. Good night, guys.